Is there a larger issue? This is something, Professor Ashwini Kumar, are we having issues with the way exit polls are being conducted? The way exit polls were conducted earlier, and the results would come out, they would be right 80%, 90% of the time. But these days, there's a wide fluctuation despite better technology, more social media, more intrusive.
I would like to stop you there. JDU has overtaken BJP in the early days as the largest party.
Your ability to compute the data more sharply and ability to connect with a lot of people electronically, even then it's going off the mark. Why?
See, if you just look at last 2024 election and the way Axis failed miserably, I think that tells a lot about despite the new age of psephology. I mean, like as a political scientist and psephologist, the first primary principle is violated by most exit pollsters in terms of randomization, non-responsive, and looking at the complexity of its especially social complexity. Most of the exit pollsters, barring few, of gauging the mood of the electorate, not always correctly, and perhaps more about chatter here and there in the drawing room, because by 4 to 6, if you have been on the ground, and most of us have been on the ground, that is where massive votings take place. And also there is in Bihar a problem in terms of, most exit polls make mistake in Bihar because of social complexity and the screening, people really screen themselves, upper caste talking to upper caste, media is largely, and the pollsters are largely coming from that social constituency. That is also a huge social bias, resulting into the misreporting.
Okay, Manish Bariyar also joins me, spokesperson Bharatiya Janata Party. Good morning, Manish. So the slogan is already out. Bihar hai taiyar. वो चल रहा था.
फिर से नीतीश कुमार.
फिर से नीतीश कुमार.
Yeah, that is what we have been discussing, and just hope that I'm very confident that this looks like very much on the lines of exit poll, even better. We have been telling that it's going to be 2/3, but looking at now, it seems that it might actually be 2/3. Let's hope so.
2/3.
Yeah, why not? I think the kind of momentum it is, but it's still early. I just hope that this momentum remains, but then it is possible because as all of you know that if the momentum picks up, it can go beyond 145, 150 to even to 160.
Absolutely. Santosh also joins me. Good morning, Santosh.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good to have you here. Are you surprised with these early results? Let me give you both sides of the story. These are the results which we are getting by tracking our own feeds, which is 132 NDA, which is 55 BJP, 58 JDU, 14 LJP, HAM 4, and then in MJB 75 RJD, 20 Congress, VIP 1. The Election Commission data is showing Bharatiya Janata Party 6, Rashtriya Janata Dal 2, Lok Janshakti Party 2, Janata Dal United 1 and Indian National Congress 1. That's a different story. So first, your opening comments.
Karthike, I think it would stabilize. Let us wait for say 11:30. By that time, we would have clearer picture. I think several rounds of counting will tell us which region is doing in what manner. So these are the early threats, and it is so far going along the same lines. We do not know the difference between the two combination. But what I still sense, it is a closely called election, closely fought election. So different would not be too much. I do not know about the psephology, about the convertibility, what the difference between vote percent, how much it results into the number of seats or the margin of victory or loss. But as of now, okay, but it doesn't look like a landslide victory, but it will be something along in the manner we have been discussing for the last 2-3 days. So so far we do not make too much into the data so far. Karthike.
Landslide. Santosh, another question. Despite performing consistently, what is stopping Tejasvi as of now? I might be proved wrong later, for not crossing that Rubicon. What is limiting them? Is it the MY factor which enables them, also limits them, boxes them?
It does.
Santosh?
You are asking?
Yes,
you are asking me?
Yes, that's the question.
Yeah. It's a very important question. It's always about MY plus what. What do you get on the social platter? He has been trying hard. He got IIP, Indian Inclusive Party, BIP, but MY plus what and how much? That is that was exactly the story last time. It's about social combination. What was the difference between the two combination last time? I think Chirag Paswan and Kushwaha were the difference between the two. When they came back to the NDA fold, they start with arithmetic advantage of 5%. So now, are they going to get closer with IIP and BIP with them now? It's a 5-party alliance versus 7-party alliance, as they say. But is it good enough? And it's about my leader versus your leader, my social combination versus your social combination, my narrative versus your narrative. So it's the game. It's also the personality, Nitish Kumar's personality, and Tejasvi just emerging.
Let me ask this outlier question. If I just go by, I know I'm switching, but I really need to do this because it's very interesting and this brings me to an issue. Brijesh, anyone, you can raise your hand and come to me. Are we going... Is it possible that we may witness Maharashtra and Bihar? Going by the EC, the only party that is making substantial jump, Brijesh, you can come in, is Bharatiya Janata Party.
I think, we should not, election commissions of India's data or, the figures which they are saying is too early. And I think, at least next 4 to 5 hours, we would not be in a position to do any discussion or analysis based on Election Commission of India's data. But what I can say for sure is there's something which I have been saying all along, that JDU is going to be the largest party and it is reflecting on screen. JDU, which was 42, BJP, which was continual surge till, 830, 840, and at one point of time they were 58, is now kind of settling down into 55, 60, 55, 56, 57. But JDU is cementing its lead as the elder brother as far as NDA is concerned. And interestingly, right now, because it's too early, and I've been saying this, like it's too early to make any kind of prediction whatsoever. But if you go by the data which is in front of it,
Smita wants
Chirag Paswan party is ahead in 14, and I think that'll be very, very good news as far as LJP is concerned.